Hi friends, how are you? I think you will be very fine fit in this situation. So today I'm going to teach you a very important law question which is very easy, that is drift velocity of the chapter physics electrostatics. Okay? So let's start without any disturbance. Define drift velocity of an electron, derive an expression of it in terms of relaxation times. We have to determine the expression of drift velocity in terms of relaxation time. Okay, then write a relation between mobility and drift velocity. Then we have to write the relationship between mobility and drift velocity. Then in B, define electric current. We have to define electric current. What is electric current? Its characteristics, and derive the relation between electric current and drift velocity. First, we have to define the drift velocity, then its relation with mobility, and its relation with current, electric current. Okay, first you have to understand clearly the question, then you have to answer that question. Okay, hence derive the Ohm's law. These are the main features of these long question, that is drift velocity, mobility, relation between drift velocity and mobility, then current, electric current, relation between drift velocity and electric current, then we have to determine the Ohm's law. Okay, let's start. According to the question, the first point we have to write, that is what is drift velocity. Drift velocity is defined as the average velocity with which drift velocity is a velocity. We know velocity is is equal to displacement per time. Velocity v vector is equal to displacement, that is s vector by time t. Okay, whereas drift velocity is defined as the average velocity with which the free electrons get drifted towards the positive terminal under the influence of electric field. If there is a circuit having positive and negative charge, okay, here in the circuit the free electrons are present. This is a capacitor, this is, if this is positive and this is negative. Okay, there are so many free electrons in between the parallel plate capacitor. Okay, and the free electrons transfer from the negative terminal towards the positive terminal. Here the free electrons are moving towards the positive terminal under the influence of electric field, where electric field is behave and present. In that influence, the free electrons are drifted or moves towards the positive terminal, with which velocity, that velocity is known as drift velocity. That means धीर कि मंथर गति जो धीरे धीरे गति इलेक्ट्रॉन पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल आड़ को गति करिवो अंडर द इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. Okay, that velocity is known as drift velocity. Then we have to determine the mathematical expression of drift velocity. Conductor contains large number of free electrons. We knew it that conductor contains large number of free electrons. Due to continuous and random motion, the average initial velocity of free electrons is 0. If the electrons are continuously and randomly moved, then the average initial velocity of the free electrons will be 0. Okay, now we have to Take u1, u2 up to un are initial velocity of first, second and nth electron of the conductor. Let a conductor having n number of electrons. Okay, a conductor is present which have n number of free electrons, and these n number of free electrons contain u1, u2 up to un number of initial velocity. सेई कंडक्टर रे थिबा प्रत्येक इलेक्ट्रॉन n नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन कंटेन करिवे u1, u2 and u3 up to un number of initial velocity. Okay, then their average initial velocity is given by u average initial velocity is 0. We know it before in this from this line or this derivation we know that average initial velocity becomes 0. Okay, average initial velocity is 0. How can I determine average initial velocity? That the summation, the addition of n number of velocity by n, u1 plus u2 up to un divided by n is equal to 0. This is the required equation or equation 1. This is equation 1. Okay, so there is no flow of electric current in that circuit. If the average initial velocity will be 0, then there is no flow of electric current in the conductor. There is no flow of electric current in the conductor due to thermal motion of free electrons, because the free electrons are moved by thermal motion in the conductor. Now let V is the potential difference applied across the two ends of the conductor. If there is a conductor, sorry, I have explained this by using a capacitor. Let this is a conductor. Conductor is present in a circuit, and this is a battery. This is the positive terminal and this is the negative terminal. Okay, that free electrons are present inside this conductor. Inside a conductor there are large number of free electrons are present, and that free electrons are drifted towards the positive terminal of the battery. So now let V is the potential difference. V is the potential difference applied across the two ends of the conductor. Across the two ends of the conductor, the net electric potential difference is applied, that that will be V. Okay, and E is the electric field set up in the conductor, and the electric field set up in the conductor, that is E. So we knew from potential gradient E is equal to minus of dV by dr. Okay, we knew it from potential gradient, and here the potential is V and length of the conductor will be L. So now the electric field will be minus V by L. This is equation 2. Now force on free electron due to electric field is given by, we know electric field E is equal to force per charge F by Q. Here charge is the electron, and we knew the charge of electron is minus E. So E is equal to F by minus E. Sorry. Okay. This is right. Then force F is equal to minus EQ. Minus E small e capital E. Okay, small e capital E. This will be equation 3. Due to this force of electron will be accelerated towards the higher potential end. Due to this electric force, electron will accelerated. The velocity of electron increases or accelerated towards the higher potential end. The potential at which end is higher the electron move towards that or accelerated towards that end. So acceleration is F by m. A is equal to F vector by m. How? We know that F is equal to ma. So A is equal to A vector is equal to F vector by m, where m is the mass of electron, this is given. Now A is equal to, put the value of F from equation 3 in this, we get A is equal to minus E small e capital E by m. This is equation 4 by using equation 3. Negative sign indicates that force and acceleration are in opposite direction. Here the negative sign indicates that force and acceleration are in opposite direction. Okay. To the direction of the electric field, force and acceleration are opposite to the direction of electric field. Example, if electric field is directed towards it and electric force and acceleration are towards this direction. Okay. Now we have to imagine or let v1, v2, v1, v2 up to vn at the final velocity. As we take u1, u2 and un up to our initial velocity, then we have to let v1, v2 and vn our final velocity of the first and second and nth electron respectively. These are the final velocity. Therefore, we know v is equal to u plus t from Newton's law. V is equal to u plus t. Okay. So v1 is equal to u1 plus 81, v2 is equal to u2 plus 82, and so on for vn is equal to v1 plus 18. Okay. Next, now final average velocity of electron, vd, that is drift velocity, is equal to u1 plus u2 plus u to un. Here this is given wrong. This is not u1 up to un. This is v1 plus v2 up to vn by n is the drift velocity. The final velocity. In the drift velocity, you have to take the final velocity. These are v1, v2 up to vn by n. This is the drift velocity. So putting the value of v1, v2, v3 up to vn, from this we get u1 vector plus 81 plus u2 vector plus 82 up to un vector plus 80n by n. Now we have to differentiate it from that u1, u2, u1 को अलग कर दबा 81 को अलग कर दबा. Okay, u1 plus u2 plus up to un plus 81 plus 82 up to 80n by n. Okay, and differentiate and distract it from by using this, we get vd vector is equal to u1 plus u2 plus un by n plus a. Putting common a, from this we get t1 plus t2 up to tn by n. So we get vd vector is equal to vd vector is equal to a into t1 t plus t2 plus tn up to tn by n. How will we get this? केमिति पाया ना 80 देजी u1 plus u2 plus up to un by n. What is the value of this value becomes 0. How? We knew it from from which equation? First, this equation. U is equal to U1 plus U2 plus U3 up to UN, that is equal to 0. Okay, so this value is 0, and we get drift velocity Vd is equal to acceleration A into T1 plus T2 plus up to Tn by n. This is tau. This is tau. Okay, or this is the relaxation time or average time, where tau is the average time elapsed between two successive collision or relaxation time. Tau is this is the relaxation time. So d is equal to the value of putting the value of acceleration given in equation in which equation get acceleration, in equation this acceleration A is equal to minus small e capital E by m. So putting the value of acceleration, we get Vd is equal to minus small e capital E vector by m into tau. This is the equation 6, the expression of drift velocity. Now from equation 1, is this equation 1? Is this equation? This is equation 2. From equation 2, we get E is equal to minus V by L, length of conductor. So putting that value, we get Vd is equal to is negative cancelled. So E V by ml, V is the potential, okay, ml into tau. This is the required expression. Which is required expression. It is very low velocity. The drift velocity is very low, and its value varies between 0.1 centimeter per second to 1 centimeter per second. The value of drift velocity lies 0.1 cm per second to 1 cm per second. Okay. Now it varies inversely to temperature of the conductor. Drift velocity varies inversely to the temperature of the conductor. Okay. Relation between mobility and drift velocity. We know mobility is equal to Vd, that is drift velocity per electric field. Hence mobility of electron is defined as the drift velocity gained by electron due to unit strength of electric field. What is the drift velocity? What is mobility? Mobility of electron is defined as the drift velocity gained by an electron. The drift velocity gained by one electron or an electron due to unit strength of electric field. So drift velocity mu is equal to mobility mu is equal to drift velocity per electric field. Okay. Now the definition of electric current. What is the definition of electric current? Electric current is defined as the rate of flow of charge. The rate of flow of charge, electric charge, across any cross section of the conductor. That means electric current is the rate of flow of charge. If the charge is Q, so electric current I will be Q by T. Okay. Here given a conductor, this is a conductor, and V1 and V2 are the potential, electric potential at the two end, where V1 is greater than V2. Here the battery, this is the positive terminal and this is the negative terminal, and here the I current is passing through the circuit. Okay, this is X end, this is Y end. Now consider a conductor XY. Here the conductor is XY. Okay, we consider the conductor is XY. That V1 and V2 are the potential at two end of the conductor, XY and Y respectively. V1 is the potential at X end and V2 is the potential at Y end. Okay. Now here V1 is greater than V2. Given V1 is greater than V2. Let the electrons drifted from section A, B to section C, D during time interval T. The electrons are drifted. The electrons are drifted. This is the section AB. This is the section AB. Here the electrons are drifted from CD, AB to CD. ଏଇଠିକୁ ଏଇଠିକି drift ହେଇଛନ୍ତି, move ହେଇଛନ୍ତି. So at time interval T, here the time interval is T. Now let n is the number of electrons per unit volume of the conductor. Here per unit volume of the conductor, let n is the number of free electrons. Then n is the total electrons across the AB in T second. Small n is the number of free electrons per unit volume. Okay, and capital N is the total free electron present in the cross section AB. Okay, can you understand it? The next, this is given. So capital N is equal to, so capital N is your number of free electrons per unit volume, that is small n, into volume of the cylinder ABCD. Okay, capital N is equal to number of free electrons per unit volume into volume of the cylinder ABCD. So N is equal to small n A into VT. And then भाबुथिबो VT कौन? This is not VT, this is VD, that is drift velocity. Okay, the drift velocity of the free electron is VT. This is VT. So here A is the area of cross section. Small a is the area of cross section of the conductor, and VT is the drift velocity. Now total charge across AB. In T second, Q will be Ne, total number of free electrons into charge of free electron, Ne. So total number of free electron is small n A E VD. Okay, this is VD. This is equation 2. Now this is equation 2. Since electric current is the rate of flow of charge across any cross section of the conductor, so I is equal to, we know I is equal to charge per time. So Q by T, that is equal to NA VD. This is VD. VD E by T. Okay, NA VD. Sorry, this is the length. This is the displacement. Vt is the displacement. Vt per T, displacement per time, that is drift velocity, Na Vd into E. Okay, Na Vde. This is the drift velocity. Get here Vd is the drift velocity of the electron, since N, A, E are the constants. So electric current flowing through the conductor is directly proportional to the velocity, because I is directly proportional to drift velocity. How? Current flowing through the conductor, this is equal to NAE with D. So electric current is directly proportional to the drift velocity. Now derivation of Ohm's law. We derived the relationship between drift velocity and electric current. So now we have to derive the Ohm's law. Drift velocity is given by Vd is equal to, how we get, this is present in equation. This is present in equation. In this equation we get Vd is equal to this, E V tau by ml. So in the derivation of Ohm's law, drift velocity Vt is equal to Ev by ml into tau. So where V is the potential difference between two ends of the conductor, L is the length of conductor, tau is the relaxation time, and m is the mass of electron. Now I is equal to Na. I is equal to current NAVD. I is equal to NAVD. We know, we derive this equation. So putting the value of Vd in the equation, this we get I is equal to NAEVD. Vd means this means Vd into E. Okay, so we get I is equal to Na E square tau by Me whole into V. V is the potential difference. So I is equal to this is, let this will be I by R. Okay, this is the potential difference. This is I by R, where I by R is equal to this, where I by R is equal to this, and R is equal to ml by R is the resistance of the conductor. So V is equal to IR, which is Ohm's law. Hence Ohm's law states that constant temperature current flowing through the conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference across the two ends of the conductor. Okay, completed.